She returned the next morning glowing, her laughter bubbling out like a schoolgirl caught in the rush of new love. But the instant her eyes landed on what I had done in our living room, that joy vanished forever. My name is Marcus. I'm 35, a software consultant living in Chicago. For as long as I can remember, loyalty was my compass, the principle I held above everything else. Claire, my partner, was 32, a marketing executive with a smile that could brighten even the darkest room. We had been together nearly 6 years, building what I believed was a steady, lasting bond. Our lives were modest, never extravagant. Weekends were spent lingering over coffee, strolling along the lakefront, or sharing dinners with friends. She was driven and ambitious, qualities I admired endlessly. She used to tell me I was her anchor, the one who kept her grounded. I believed we were happy. I believed I was enough. But sometimes, what feels like happiness is nothing more than a mask hiding fractures just beneath the surface. The first warning sign appeared when she began staying late at the office. At first, I brushed it off. Deadlines drag, campaigns stretch past midnight. But the excuses multiplied, the late nights too frequent, the explanations increasingly careless. At home, she felt distant, her phone glued to her hand. I'd hear bursts of laughter from messages she insisted were just work banter. She no longer asked about my day. She stopped joining me at dinner. Then came the evenings she claimed she had a networking event and wouldn't be home until morning. Something inside me twisted painfully, but I pushed it down. I wanted to trust her. I wanted to believe the woman I loved wouldn't betray me. Yet, deep inside, I already knew. That night's sleep was impossible. Each tick of the clock hammered in my chest. Finally, I opened my laptop and logged into something I had never touched before, our shared cloud account. And there it was. Photographs. Messages. Claire with another man. Laughing over drinks, wrapped up together in hotel beds. Words that cut me deeper than any image. Her confessions about how alive he made her feel, how she had never experienced that with me. The ground gave way beneath me. 6 years of love, trust, and memories, wiped out in seconds. She had already built a secret life that didn't include me. When she came home the next morning, radiant and smiling, she had no idea I already knew. That was the moment everything shifted. I didn't yell. I didn't demand answers. I chose silence because silence can be the sharpest weapon. While she was gone, I had packed everything that was mine, clothes, books, even my favorite coffee mug. My side of the closet stood empty. The apartment no longer carried my presence. On the kitchen table, I left one envelope. Inside, I placed printed copies of her messages. On the front page, I wrote a single line. You didn't just lose me. You lost the man who would have loved you forever. When she walked through the door, still glowing with laughter, expecting to see me waiting, her entire body froze. The apartment was hollow. From my car across the street, I watched as she tore open the envelope. Her smile disintegrated in an instant. Her hands trembled, her face drained of color. She collapsed into the same chair where we once shared dinner. She had enjoyed her night of passion. I handed her a lifetime of regret. I walked away without looking back. It was not easy. Starting over never is. But a year later, I stood on the balcony of my new apartment overlooking the city, with a career that had flourished and a sense of peace I never imagined possible. Claire tried to return calls, emails, even showing up at my office. But by then, her voice held no weight. She wanted closure, maybe forgiveness. All she ever received from me was silence. And here's the truth I came to understand. The most powerful revenge isn't anger or retaliation. It's moving forward, creating a life so rich and fulfilling that the person who betrayed you no longer has a place in it. So, if you've been betrayed and you're hearing this, remember, their deceit doesn't define your value. What defines you is how you rise, rebuild, and come back stronger.